Okay, live now. Namaste everyone. Welcome to Hindi University. Really excited to have all of you this Sunday. As you know, my name is Ashutosh, and we meet every Sunday 8 a.m. US Pacific time, which is time on the west coast of the US. For those of you who are new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Hindi University. If you want to join the live classes that we have, you can join every Sunday using the Zoom link that I'll be sharing. I present to you a little bit of information about the issue if you're not familiar with it. And as I said, if you want to join Sunday classes, you can just click on the Zoom link and then you can join us any moment based on what you're looking at. Give me 1 minute. Um, gonna yeah. So you can use the Zoom link to join it. And if you missed any of the previous classes, you can join us using you can watch them all on the YouTube channel. Okay. We have a WhatsApp community also, which we use to enroll people and make sure that they are the legitimate, Hindi learners. With that being said, as you know, this year we've been following two books. First one is the Pingu Learns Hindi, which is the book by Hindi University. And the second one we have is the Primer of Modern Standard Hindi, which is by Professor Michael Shapiro. Okay, and we are on chapter number 8 of this book. In case if you missed any of the previous classes this year, don't worry too much. You can still catch up and join us. Okay, and I made some of you co-hosts, so in case if you can, bring the people who are in the waiting room, that would be great. Right. So just to kind of recap, our goal for this class is to go over the present continuous tense in Hindi and the applications of that. Some of you may have missed the previous class, but just to kind of quick recap, we learned about the personal pronouns, which is मैं, यह, वह, हम, आप, ये, and वे. Okay, these were the most common personal pronouns we learned about. We also learned that the patterns in the present tenses, that when you want to say I am, it is मैं हूँ. Okay, Michael, what are the other patterns we learned?
वह है,
Beautiful. Which is
he or she is,
हम
है,
है. Beautiful. Which is
we are, आप है, you are, you formal are, and they है, they are.
They are. Beautiful. So this is the basic pattern we learned. We also went over a list of Hindi verbs, okay, and how you conjugate them on present indefinite tense. Now it's going to take one step further and focus on the present continuous tense. So before I go into it, what is a present continuous tense? Right? I mean, when we wonder, in some of the textbooks, it's being referred as the progressive tense as well. And it's really, things that are you doing at the moment right now. Okay, so if you were to draw the spectrum basically, and this is your past, this is your future, and if you are talking about present tense, this is currently happening. For example, I am teaching at the moment. Okay, I don't say at the moment, but when I say I am teaching, that means I'm currently doing this activity. Someone can say I am listening, ing. Okay, someone can say I am playing, which is what you are doing right now, right? I'm playing. In English, when you are saying it, regardless of whichever subject is, saying it, whether it is I, we, they, he or she, it's always like, ing. That's how the conjugation works. He is teaching, she is teaching. Okay, we are teaching, they are teaching. It stays the same. That's how you're conjugating. You use the word to teach, okay, which is the infinitive form of the word, and you just sort of change into teach plus ing. That's how it works in English. In Hindi, just like the present indefinite tense we spoke about, it gets conjugated based on the subject, and the number. Okay, and that's what we'll start with, and then we'll do a lot of applications around that one. Okay, so how does it work? I'm going to quickly erase it. Any questions so far? Anyone? Okay, feel free to ask the questions if you have any, but I'm going to keep going. So we already spoke about man. Okay, this was the pattern. Okay, and let's say I take a simple example of the word called chalna. Unaji, what is chalna?
What does it mean?
Yes.
To go? No, I forgot.
Yeah.
It's not to
Walk.
go, but to walk. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So what you do is same thing we did in the present indefinite tense. You remove the na, and you really work on the base stem of the word. Okay. Now, based on the subject, you take the base stem of the word and you put raha, rahi, or rahe. Okay, next to it. Don't worry about where we'll put it, but right now just get used to what is the base stem, Unaji?
Chal.
Okay, try to add these three next to chal.
So, me chal raha hun.
Okay, right now let's just focus on the
Aha.
word,
So chal raha.
and then next
Chal
one.
rahi. Chal rahe.
Very good, right? So you came up with chal raha, chal rahi, and chal rahe. Okay, all of these means walking. So just like you had walk, it becomes walking. Okay, so I'm gonna erase it, and I'm gonna just right now we'll try to just build the practice of putting the raha dahi next to the word. KTG, let's say the word to sleep is, what is to sleep in Hindi, KTG?
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Sona.
Sona. Try to conjugate the word.
Sona. So.
What
Blimey.
is the base? It's okay.
So rah.
What
So
is the base
raha.
then?
So rahi. So rahe.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Awesome. Bill, what is to listen? What is to listen? Your government. Bill Monroe. Do you know the word? You government yourself.
I don't know that one. To listen.
Okay. You remember the formula we used? Hindi mein.
Oh, Hindi में listen ko kate hai.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It's called sunna. It's one word called sunna. Okay, so what is the base stem? It's looks as sun, but it's sun. It's pretty much like, it sounds like, but there's no two o. It's not soon. It's sun. Okay, so small u, na and na. What is the base stem?
Uh, soon raha hai. Soon rahi hai. Soon rahe hai.
Very good, right? So it's sun raha, sun rahi, and sun rahe. Yeah.
Acha.
Awesome. Tina ji, how are you doing? Tran, how do you say to watch?
देखना
Beautiful. Let's practice it.
देखना दिख रहा, दिख रही, दिख रहे.
Okay. Let's do some more. Something slightly hard I'll take, okay? Why don't I ask you guys? Anusha ji, take any word of your choice.
To study.
To study, okay? What is it?
Padna.
Padna, beautiful. Okay, what is the base time?
Pad raha, pad rahi, pad rahe.
Wonderful. Okay, awesome. Rachel ji, take any verb of your choice.
Kelna,
Khelna, which is to
play.
play is khelna. Yes.
So
Base time.
kel, kel raha, kel rahi, kel rahe.
Wonderful. Okay, Mia, I'll take one more from you, and then we'll keep on building. Yes, Mia ji.
Cook banana.
Okay, very good. To cook is banana. Okay. What is the base time?
Bana raha, bana rahi, and bana rahi.
Wonderful. Okay, so I think by now everybody should have a good handle on, it is possible that you may not know the verb, which is totally fine. And as Bill used the formula, you can use that. You can simply say Hindi mein, which is in Hindi, something ko kya कहते हैं. Okay, हिंदी में listening को क्या कहते हैं, हिंदी में cooking को क्या कहते हैं, which is you want to know the verb, right? हिंदी में painting को क्या कहते हैं, swimming को क्या कहते हैं. As long as you know the formula, you can ask the native speakers or whoever you're talking to if they know Hindi. You can just inquire that in Hindi. Okay, हिंदी में writing को क्या कहते हैं, and if they will respond लिखना, then you know, okay, लिख रहा, लिख रही, or लिख रहे, if you want to make the sentence in present continuous. Yeah, so far so good, everyone. Yeah, fine. So we'll keep on building on top of it. Now,
I have one doubt, please.
yes, please.
She said to cook is banana. Then what is this ban raha, ban rahi? What is that root verb for? She said bana
Yeah.
raha is different and ban raha is different, is it?
That's right. It's being made, right? So it's we will cover it as well, right? Padna versus padana, dikhna versus dikhana, bandana versus banana, right? I mean, something is you are making or is being made.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
So we will cover that also. So, but it is different. It is slightly, there is a difference there. Yeah.
Can I ask you a quick question on the?
Yes.
So bandagi, what does bandagi mean?
Bandagi.
Bandagi. Bandagi.
As in like.
So there is a song by Zakir Hassan, "Tu Meri Dil Mein Aayi Pura Bandagi."
Yeah, it's definitely a good word. I mean, it's used in a lot of poetry. I look up the exact word. I mean, like if you say the sentence, it'll be easier to kind of give the meaning of it. Not a verb per se, right? I mean, it's but I can look it up and I can share with you. Yeah.
Sure.
Exact one. Yeah. But so going back to the thing, like so we had. Yeah.
Right.
Sanji, you were saying something?
Oh, I was wondering about the word kamatlab in the
Which
context of knowing what a word means. Isn't it such and such kamatlab?
One more time, the question.
The word kamatlab. If you're wondering what a word means, I remember that from a class.
Yes. So you want to know how to use this one?
Yes.
So just to kind of take a one step back, we know the first formula, which is Hindi में something को क्या कहते हैं, which is when you want to know the what is the word called in Hindi. But let's say you hear a new word, okay, and you want to ask what does it mean. That's the second formula, which is something का मतलब meaning क्या है. Okay, so let's say in this case you hear a new word called let me make it up, कलम. कलम का मतलब क्या है, right? Or let's say you hear a new word called I'm gonna make दुनिया. दुनिया का मतलब, it's a Hindi word, but दुनिया का मतलब क्या है? Somebody will say world. Okay, you can hear a word दुखी. दुखी का मतलब क्या है? और दुखी मतलब क्या है? Okay, so it's really like, you know, in the first one you want to know what is something called in Hindi. In the second one, let's say you, in the context, you hear some people talking in Hindi and you hear a new word, and like, you know, what does it mean? But does that answer your question? Is that you were inquiring or something else?
No, that's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dhanyavad.
Okay. Of course. Okay. So I'll keep going. I'll keep going. So what we did was, so far, we learned about the word conjugation. So let's say you hear again go back to the main chalna. You remove the na, and if I'm saying it for मैं, which is I, मैं चल रहा हूँ, for masculine singular. So if a guy is saying it, it would be मैं चल रहा हूँ. Okay? For a girl, मैं चल रही हूँ, for feminine singular. Okay, मैं चल रही हूँ. If they are saying it I, so मैं is I, if you guys recall, मैं चल रहा हूँ, which is I am walking. Okay, now you have I'm going to say यह and वह. In this case, same thing, चल रहा है for masculine singular, और चल रहा, same thing, रहा रही. We'll go backwards. यह चल रहा है, यह चल रही है. Same thing, masculine singular, and this one is feminine singular. When I said मैं, it's I, in this case he or she. He is walking or she is walking. Okay, then we'll do आप. आप चल रहे हैं. आप is your you, or in formal you, which is formal you, and you end up using the third person plural to give them respect. आप चल रहे हैं. Typically you will say आप चल रही हैं for female as well, right? So far we've done मैं, ये, वह, आप. For हम also is it same, हम चल रहे हैं, and then ये और वे चल रहे हैं, they are walking, वे चल रहे हैं. So for आप, हम, ये and वे, और ये और वो, you will use the same format, चल रहे हैं, and चल रहे हैं. Okay. How does it work in some of the other world languages? Okay, think about how it works in your language. Does it work the same way as in English, where regardless of the subject, it's always you take the verb and you conjugate it just like in English. It's like I am teaching, she is teaching, they are teaching. It's always the verb, base stem, and ing. But in Hindi, changing based on the subject. Okay, we'll start with you, Unaji. How does it work in Croatian?
Ashuji,
One minute, I'll
Ashuji,
just 1 minute, and then once this is done, I'm gonna. Yeah.
I was a grammatic freak and I just had to ask ChatGPT to confirm. But yeah, we don't have, and it's crazy, we don't have present continuous. So it's the same for,
English.
the classic present tense and present continuous in Croatian. If you ask me about my language.
I see. So it's the same. You don't.
It's the
is it
same.
same?
Sorry?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no differentiation.
Okay. Anushaji, how does it work in Tamil?
It's similar to Hindi, changes with the gender.
Okay. Okay. Tinaji or Trang, how does it work in Vietnamese? Yes.
So in Vietnamese, it's quite simple. So you just keep the verb, like the basic for the base of the verb, and then you add one word, which means literally doing. So like doing, and the verb you want to say. So
I
no
see.
change.
I see. Marwaji?
We don't have in Arabic present continuous in Arabic, which is written in books. We don't have, but in slang Arabic we have changing changing of pronoun. But in Arabic, which is written, we don't have present continuous.
I see. Wonderful. Any other languages anyone would like to share? And I'll take after that question from Sri Ramji or reflection. Yeah, go ahead, Sri Ramji.
See, you said, with respect, we are saying आप चल रहे हैं with respect आप. Okay, so
Yes.
now, हैं, आप चल रहे हैं. Okay. Now, with a friend, I'm saying तू, then तू चल रहे हैं, or what will that be? If I am saying this to a friend, तू.
Yes. So this is the formal you. If you're saying it to, it will be hai. Okay. If it is you're starting with tum, it's ho. Okay. So if your friend is not talking, he is very quiet.
Sorry?
नहीं रहा है, तुम बोल नहीं रहे हो. Right? So let me repeat again in case you didn't. So not thinking, okay? और तुम बहुत सोच रहे हो, you're thinking a lot. Okay? तू आ नहीं रहा है. Like let's say your friend is you invited. You invited a lot of people to a party at your place, and someone is not coming. तू आ नहीं रहा है. Okay? और तुम आ नहीं रहे हो. Okay? Does it make sense?
Okay, so tu I use chal raha hai, and then for tum I say tum chal raha hai.
रहे हो.
Sorry? हो.
रहे हो.
तुम.
Okay. तुम for तुम. तुम. Okay. तुम आ नहीं रहे हो.
हो. Then it becomes ho.
Yeah. Let me write it down, both of them.
Yeah,
just as a
please.
sample.
Yeah.
So
In connection with this, I do have a doubt. Like,
yeah,
tum is used both for honorific and it is used for plural also, right? Like, tum log bahut soch rahe ho. Is that right?
yeah. So let me write down all of them. So tu, chal, raha hai. So this is your informal you. Okay. And then tum, chal, rahe ho. Okay. So this is your semi-formal. So in Hindi, basically, typically I only cover initially you as a, because you don't want to have too many items, right? So, or I can refer and tum. Two is like if you're very close to someone. Okay. Tum is like you want to be semi-formal, you want to still maintain that respect, slight respect, then you can say tum. Okay. The second thing which is asked by Anusha ji is people sometimes you people, right? Just like in English also, it's not so grammatically correct, but you end up saying to a group of people, you people or you guys. Okay. Um, you can say tum log. Okay, which is like referring to a group of people, which is not an individual, but is a group of people. तुम लोग, okay, तुम लोग चल नहीं रहे हो, तुम लोग आ नहीं रहे हो, तुम लोग खेल नहीं रहे हो.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Any questions so far before we jump on the exercises?
Okay, sorry. May I just?
Is it breaking up? Are you guys hearing some sort of interruption? Okay, it is quite possible that because. Okay, is it breaking? Can you hear me okay, or is coming with a lot of interruption?
Oh, it's breaking up regularly, Ashu.
Oh, really? So it's you cannot hear the sentences completely?
Yeah, there's a break in the transmission.
Okay. Let me see if I can, there's a weather issue, but let me see if I can switch it and if it helps. Okay, in case if it gets disconnected, I'm going to connect again, okay, just to let you know, but I'm going to try to switch it, okay, give me 1 minute. Can you hear me now, or is it still breaking?
So far, so good. I'll let you know.
Okay, let me see if it's okay. Okay, let me know if it breaks again, okay, but I think I switched it to a different, hotspot now. Okay, keep me posted if it breaks again, because there is definitely some weather, issues going on here. So it is possible that But anyway, I'll keep going. But you guys keep me posted in case if you see any issues. Okay. So I'll switch it. Hopefully, you were able to still at least follow uh, a good amount of it. If not, we'll cover it. So we'll switch to the exercises. So I showed you the picture. Um, think about it. It's not in present indefinite tense. Now it's happening in present continuous tense. So same thing that I had in indefinite. Think of it as continuous. What will it be? Okay, Sharanji, while I have you, what is happening on this?
Larki, no, that's a larka. Larka pool में तैर रहा है.
Beautiful. Okay, the verb is
तैरना, to swim.
and then you took the base stem and
I took ter and I added ter raha for masculine singular.
okay. So and you said लड़का pool में तैर रहा है. Okay. Awesome. Anything else? Anyone want to try it out? Beautiful, right? I mean, लड़का pool में तैर रहा है, which is in the pool. The boy is swimming. You can qualify a little bit of adjective also. You know the color, or you know the quality of the water. You can say, Sharanji, what else you can say? If the water is clean,
Yeah, I could say साफ लड़का pool में साफ नीला पानी तैर रहा है.
लड़का साफ पानी में तैर रहा है. Okay, awesome, awesome. Anyone else?
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to say he's swimming confidently. So ladka atmavishwas se tair raha hai.
Beautiful, right? You use an adverb there, confidently, like in the manner in which the person is doing something. Okay, I'm going to pick up the speed so that you can get more practice. And I may ask one person, but I want all of you to think about it. Same thing. Think of it as not in indefinite tense, but think of it as in present continuous tense this time. What is happening in this image? I want all of you to write it down in the chat. Mia, what is the word?
लड़की बना रही है.
Okay, लड़की क्या बना रही है?
लड़की सब्जियां बना रही है.
Okay, very good, very good. And लड़की सब्जियां बना रही है. Okay, anyone else would like to try? What is to cut? Mia, what is to cut?
काटना. So
To cut is काटना. So what is the base stem?
हाथ.
Okay, so same thing. You can just repeat.
लड़की सब्जियां काट रही है.
Beautiful. लड़की सब्जियां काट रही है और very good, awesome. Okay, this is great. Okay, so as you said, to cut is katna. Okay, in case some of you do not know, you can remember now. To cut is katna. To make is banana. To cook is pakana. Okay, you can use it in the context of present continuous tense. Any questions, anyone, before we keep moving? All right, I'm going to have Lodi ji. Lodi ji, why don't you try now? Same thing. Use it in the context of present continuous tense this time.
So to watch is dekna. Parivar, it's masculine singular, right? Parivar. Parivar dek rahe hai.
Singular, right? So, parivar, ek.
Rahe hai. It's not correct?
So, if it is multiple families, then rahe hain. If it is single.
Oh, no, sorry, singular, sorry, that's what I said. Rahi, not rahi, yeah, sorry, I got confused.
So, it's okay. So, if it is singular, masculine singular, so it's just like वह गा रहा है, you know, it'll be same as parivar, movie.
Dek rahi hai.
Why? Help me here. Why rahi?
Because it's singular masculine. Parivar is.
So if it is singular masculine, then.
No, raha.
Very good.
Raha hai. Yes.
So parivar, movie, और टीवी
Uh,
देख
देख रहा है.
ओके वेरी गुड परिवार मूवी देख रहा है और परिवार टीवी देख रहा है awesome so to watch as you said is देखना and if it is multiple families then देख रहे हैं okay खूब सारे परिवार if it is single even though there are multiple people sitting here you will referring them as one unit like एक परिवार yeah any questions anyone okay scenario will be same but let's try to make some slightly advanced sentences I'm going to ask JDG try to make slightly advanced sentences but again in present continuous this time not on indefinite
बच्चों बस में स्कूल जा रहे हैं.
है beautiful बच्चे स्कूल जा रहे हैं okay you want to add more variety to it why you want to give why also within that like
What was the question?
question is for you want to say for also for kids are going to school for or to
I'm not hearing it very well. The audio is not very good. I probably can't do this.
no problem I think it's still spotty by any chance it's still breaking the Wi-Fi
No, it's just not very clear. I just can't hear it.
okay no problem so let's say I want you to say ke liye I'm going to help you out in just in case because it's ke liye which is for
Gailier.
yeah post position I want you to use the post position ke liye
I don't know how to set that in there. Buses for taking children to school.
okay so I want you to use a verb called take any verb after that you put ke liye
I'm not hearing this very well, Lassie. You should probably do it with someone else. My audio is not good.
okay koi baat nahi okay we'll come back okay Marwa ji let's try with you
Sorry, voice is not good for me also. Sorry.
Okay,
anyone else
so I can try.
okay
विद्या वाले जाने के लिए बच्चे बहुत उत्साहित रहे हैं.
okay very good right two okay so it's what we said was school जाने के लिए बच्चे excited हैं okay for going to school okay kids are excited great anyone else
Can I try?
yeah please
बच्चे पढ़ने के लिए गाड़ी में स्कूल जा रहे हैं.
okay awesome I'm going to write it down so what you said was बच्चे I'm going to write it down okay बच्चे पढ़ने के लिए
गाड़ी में स्कूल जा
गाड़ी में स्कूल जा रहे हैं it's a longer sentence but we'll try to break it down initially you could just say बच्चे जा रहे हैं I think most of you should be able to make this one because it's a group of kids बच्चे जा रहे हैं जाना is to go the follow-up question would be बच्चे so this is your number one sentence okay if you're just getting started बच्चे कहाँ जा रहे हैं where are the kids going बच्चे स्कूल जा रहे हैं the kids are going to school okay how are they going to school okay then you can say बच्चे in the car or in the bus. बच्चे गाड़ी में स्कूल जा रहे हैं. Right? You define that. बच्चे गाड़ी में स्कूल जा रहे हैं. And then you want to add the purpose. Why? Okay. So this one we have not done. But so far बच्चे गाड़ी में स्कूल जा रहे हैं. For studying or to study. Okay. So के लिए is for. And the verb is पढ़ना. पढ़ना के लिए would becomes, you take the oblique case because there is a post position. पढ़ना becomes पढ़ने. Okay. So बच्चे पढ़ने के लिए गाड़ी में स्कूल जा रहे हैं. Imagine the same thing I showed you, a playground instead of a school. Trang, what will you say in the same sentence? Instead of a school, there was a playground.
Sorry, like you mean in the playground?
So imagine in the same picture,
Yes.
there was a bus, there was a lot of kids, but instead of school, there's a playground.
Okay.
What will you say?
बच्चे playground के लिए बस में okay. बच्चे खेलने बच्चे खेलने के लिए बस में playground जा रहे हैं.
Beautiful. Okay. बच्चे खेलने के लिए बस में playground जा रहे हैं. Yeah, makes sense? I want everyone to think about it. You can change the subject, you can change the destination. Let's say, and if you don't know the word for, let's say a patient is going to the hospital, okay, but you don't know the word for treatment, okay, you can just use the English word treatment. Okay, same thing in the image. There was a sort of an ambulance. There was a patient, and instead of a school, there was a hospital to get treated. Okay, how will you say that? I hope you guys are following what I'm saying, because I'm trying to be a little bit slow because of the internet issues, but hopefully you guys are following it. So instead of, let's say there is a medical car or something, and then somebody is going to the hospital for treatment. Sunita ji, let's have you.
Question.
Sorry?
Yeah, Sunita ji.
That's still with this. Okay.
Give it a try.
बच्चे बीमार है so तो वे हॉस्पिटल चल रहे हैं health is इलाज के लिए
Hospital जा, right? So you can keep it simple. Awesome. You can say बच्चे, first one is बच्चे जा रहे हैं, और बच्चे हॉस्पिटल जा रहे हैं, और you can say बच्चे इलाज के लिए और ट्रीटमेंट के लिए हॉस्पिटल जा रहे हैं, right? The reason I'm adding it just so that you can get used to the के लिए part as well. That's all. That's it. Nothing new there. Yeah. Any questions, anyone? And Sharon,
Yes, I want to.
Yes.
Yes, I want to ask a question. If I want to add adverb in this sentence, which is बच्चे पढ़ने के लिए स्कूल जा रहे हैं. If I want to add Khushi se.
Yeah.
Where to put this word?
Yeah, where will you put the manner in which going, right? बच्चे खुशी से बस में और स्कूल जा रहे हैं, पढ़ने के लिए स्कूल जा रहे हैं. Hindi is generally, flexible in with respect to, I mean, English also. Happily, kids are going to. Sometimes you will say happily at the beginning and comma, and then, or sometimes you can put it in the end also. At least the adverb part. I cannot say it for the other parts of speech, but Hindi is flexible. You can put it in multiple places, and the sentence will still be correct.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question here.
Yes.
You said treatment is ilas. So patient ilas ke liye, when we say that ilas, is it here it is noun in Hindi, or like we said bache padne ke liye we used the oblique case.
Yeah.
But ilas is what I want to know.
So ilaj in this case it's a noun basically. It's not like really you can say ilaj if you want to use it as a verb, ilaj karana for treatment, for getting treated. So ilaj karane ke liye, if you want to use it as as a take the verb and put ke liye after that. So ilaj karna is if I'm treating someone, if I'm being treated is ilaj karana. Okay, so if I want to put ke liye, so it's basically ilaj. I'm going to put it as ilaj karana. Ilaj karana plus ke liye. So ilaj karane na becomes ne because of oblique.
Okay.
Okay.
This karna and karana you will be dealing later, right? Still I'm having.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm not clear still. Okay, thank you so much.
Any other questions, anyone?
Ashutoshi, I remember in India, people use a lot of English. Reaching was very common. So, the children in the ambulance are reaching the hospital like that. Is that true? It's like, so there's so many English words that have worked their way into Hindi.
That is true. That is true. That's why I was like initially treatment ke liye. So you will see in India also, even like that is commonly a lot of English words are used pretty commonly, and then you will make a verb out of it as well. Like it's very common to hear homework kar raha hu, okay, for doing homework, or rather than मैं गृह कार्य कर रहा हूँ. It's so a lot of the older verbs are sort of like you will see the hybrid form. So as I said, like the word for you will see homework karna. So it's pretty much like accepted rather than graha karya. Graha karya is homework, but it's you will not hear it. I mean, again, you may hear it in the academic sense in the book, but on a day-to-day basis, you would not hear graha karya. You will see homework karna only. Yeah.
So, Ashuji, can I say something?
Yeah.
Since I'm a doctor, I would like to say the correct word for patient is actually rogi or mariz, I think. And ilaj, when you're written it in Devanagari, it has to have a dot. The word is ja, it's a Persian, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, if you were to put it like completely like as a z sound, then it's like there is a dot in the bottom for sure. Yeah.
Or if you can remember ilaj, you can say dawai lene ke liye, so to get medicine.
Yeah, to get medicine. Dawai lena is to as you said, to take it. Yeah. And I think Anusha ji also said patient इलाज के लिए एम्बुलेंस में हॉस्पिटल जा रहा है. Sharon ji said आदमी सर्जरी के लिए हॉस्पिटल जा रहा है. These are all correct. Patient and Michael ji said patient treatment के लिए एम्बुलेंस में बीमारिस्तान. Okay, so you would say hospital or the other word. Okay? But how's the correction now? Are you guys still having issues or are you feeling better? Tran, can you hear me okay now?
Yes, it's fine.
Yeah.
There's no more breaking up.
Huh? No breaking up, right?
No, no, it's fine.
Okay, wonderful. I'm going to switch the gear slightly, and I'm going to skip the images that we didn't do last time. Okay, so this one, use it in the context of present continuous tense. We just had Holi, last 2 weeks people have been playing. Okay, so it's one of those things, there is no one word. Okay, let's see, I want all of you to write it down. It's to play is, again, use the verb khelna. Brandon ji, unmute yourself. Okay, Veda, you want to give it a try? Okay, no problem, Veda. Brandon, okay? Okay, Veda ji, you want to give it a try, Veda? Brandon is at work.
I'm not sure how to do it.
How would you start? Okay, let me help you out here. What are they doing? What are people doing?
Throwing colors,
Huh?
celebrating Holi.
Yes, right. So the verb is
Celebrate.
yeah, you can say that. Or if you want to say to play Holi would be Holi. You can just use this one. Holi. Can you see my screen by any chance? So the verb in this case would be Holi khelna. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now people would be, you can say people or you can say log. Work with me here, log, Holi. What is the base stem of the verb here, Veda?
I can't see your whiteboard.
Okay, okay, I see. Oh, I see. Give me 1 minute, okay? Maybe this will help
Okay.
you. Yeah, let me help you out here. So, to play Holi here would be Holi khelna.
Mm-hmm. Kel.
Log, Holi. What is the base stem?
Kel.
And it is plural. Masculine, plural, or you can even say good for a group of people. Would be, would you say Raha? Would you say Rahi? Or Rahe?
Rahe.
Very good. So log holi khel rahe. Would you say hai or hai?
Hai.
Beautiful. Why hai?
Because plural.
Very good. Say it again now, the full thing.
Log Holi khel rahe hai.
Beautiful. There you go. Okay, awesome. Good job there. Okay. And I'm going to share it again. This one is, I think I showed you previous time as well, so I'm going to skip this one. Okay, let's do this one. Someone who's not tried before. Sharmila ji, how are you doing? You have to unmute yourself. We cannot hear you.
अरे माफ कीजिए तो ये लड़का है तो आदमी उसका कमरा साफ कर रहा है
ब्यूटीफुल. आदमी अपना कमरा साफ कर रहा है. Okay, the verb is saaf karna. Okay, and and she used it very nicely. Admi apna kamra, like its own room, saaf kar raha hai. Okay, anyone else? Right, this one. Use it in the context of present indefinite tense. Sorry, continuous tense. All of you can try it out. I think that the main thing would be verb. And you can use the formula. Bill, you want to try it out? The verb is hard.
Yeah. Beche, हिंदी में plant का क्या है?
Okay, so the verb you would use is पेड़ लगाना. पेड़ लगाना. पेड़ is tree. And lagana is to kind of you planting it.
बेचे पेड़ लगा रहे हैं.
Beautiful. बच्चे, alright, or beta beti, if it is children, you can say बच्चे पेड़ लगा रहे हैं. Imagine if the same picture they had water can in their hand, right, and they were putting water or pouring water on the plant. Okay, what is the verb is? The verb is pani. And I'm just covering these intermediate above structures so that everybody can get to learn something new. Pani pilana. Okay, pani pilana. Pina is to drink. Maybe Anusha ji, this will help you. Pina is to drink, but if I'm giving water to somebody else, it's pilana.
Okay.
Khana is if I am eating it versus khilana, to feed somebody.
Okay. Thank you.
Karna is if I am doing it. Karana is to make somebody else do it. Right? Pani is water. मैं पानी पी रहा हूँ. I am drinking water. मैं आपको पानी पिला रहा हूँ. और मैं guests को पानी पिला रहा हूँ. Like I am giving or I am serving the water. Right? So hopefully this, again, we'll do more formal exercise for that, but I'm just trying to make sure that. So Bill, coming back to you, one is, what would you say, बच्चे?
बच्चे पानी के लिए पिला रहा है.
Okay. A little hard, right? So बच्चे, simple would be बच्चे पानी पिला रहे हैं. बच्चे पानी पिला. Question would be to who? Right?
Paid. And we have not done the post position of po, so then it would be बच्चे पेड़ को पानी पिला रहे हैं. Yeah, it's hard, but it's gonna come. Yeah. Any questions, anyone? We are right on time, but in case if anyone has any question, we can take it.
Ashuji, I have a question just now regarding this call. So you use it as when it's to whom or how?
Somebody is receiving it, right? Typically, when there is an animate like a human, मैं ऊना को पानी पिला रहा हूँ. Okay, then you will see it more. But if you see a specific tree, then you will put it for inanimate stuff also, right? Okay. So whenever there's a notion of to, if somebody is receiving something, then मैं आपको gift दे रहा हूँ.
One is I can simply say मैं gift दे रहा हूँ, but
Right.
who is receiving it? Let's say Una is receiving it, right? So Una becomes co. After that, you'll be co, and we'll do it. But you know, because it's in the
Okay.
context, it will make more sense.
Thank
So
you.
मैं Una को gift दे रहा हूँ, या मैं केटी को हिंदी lessons दे रहा हूँ. Yeah. So the recipient, you know, it's you will know who is receiving the thing basically. Yeah.
Thanks.
Can I ask a quick question here?
Yes.
There are several words for water, jal being one of them.
Yeah.
Is pani and jal interchangeable?
Yes. Very much.
No difference between the two?
No, it's interchangeable. So मैं जल पिला रहा हूँ.
Okay.
Yeah, very much. Okay, I'm going to stop the broadcast. So if people have more questions, we can take it just with the core group. But for folks who watch a live stream, you know, in case if there was some interruption, my apologies for that. I'll definitely look at it if you know, if I can sort of give you quick notes for the parts